everyone, and welcome back to another fantastic video. Today we are going to be drinking some butterbeer and doing a sort of Harry Potter tag, or a get to know me, as you will. So with that being said, let me formally introduce myself. I'm Alexandra, and I'm 25 years old. I'm from the United States of America. Gosh, that's good. Put that down for now, it'll be easier to talk. Anyways, so like I said, today we are going to be doing a get to know me / Harry Potter tag. I'm gonna film another one of these in the future, so if you have any other questions you'd like for me to answer, please feel free to leave it in a comment down below. You can also find me on Instagram at @thefantasticalexandra. To start off, I'm gonna give you 3 random fun facts about me. Fact number 1. I'm not just a Harry Potter fan, I am a huge Disney nerd. I'm talking, you can name any movie and I will recite the movie quote per quote, line per line. I'm obsessed. Fun fact number 2. I am obsessed with makeup. There is pretty much never a time you will see me without makeup. And fun fact number 3, last fact. I recently got engaged 3 months ago to my best friend. He is the love of my life. We've been together for about 5 years now, and we're getting married in a year, and I'm very, very excited. So let's dive right in. I've got some questions here, and let's get started. What is your Hogwarts house? I am a very proud, brave Gryffindor. Years and years and years ago, I was probably like, gosh, 11 or 12. I was actually a Hufflepuff, so I actually identified myself as a Hufflepuff for a while. But I took the quiz again a couple of years ago, and I was actually shocked to find that I'm a Gryffindor. So I've identified with that now. I've always kind of felt in my heart, too, that I was a Gryffindor. I'd like to think myself as a Neville, if you will. I didn't see why I would belong in Gryffindor, but I've just learned to embrace it and accept it. What is your Patronus? According to Pottermore, my Patronus is a dolphin. For anyone who knows me, that is actually perfect. I actually grew up in California and would go to surf camp and lifeguard camp, and I spent all my time at the beach. I actually had quite an obsession with dolphins. I wanted to be a dolphin trainer for the longest time when I was little. So that is actually very fitting to me. What is your favorite Harry Potter movie? So this is always hard because they're all my favorite. I mean, hello, it's Harry Potter. But if I had to pick one, it would probably be The Goblet of Fire. I just really enjoyed this one so much. It was so different compared to other Harry Potter movies. It wasn't a typical year. We had 2 other wizarding schools come into Hogwarts and compete for the Triwizard Cup. It was really interesting to see wizards from different parts of the world all come together for just something that was supposed to be fun, and of course it ended tragically. I don't know, I just really enjoy it. It's different. It's not like a typical year at Hogwarts. What is my least favorite Harry Potter movie? Oh, this is such a, I hate this question, honestly. It's hard because I really like all of them so much, but I mean, you do have favorites over the others, and I guess if I had to choose, it would have to be Chamber of Secrets. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people really love this movie, but for me, the storyline is a little bit similar to Sorcerer's Stone. Students are in trouble. There could be a teacher behind the drama, and so then the students end up having to go into some secret spot in the castle to save the day. So I think that's why the storyline is extremely similar to the first movie and book. What is your least favorite Harry Potter book? Again, not a fan of this question because I love this series, but if I had to choose, I would probably have to pick The Order of the Phoenix. Now, the reason I personally, this is not my favorite, is because I'm thinking it has to do with the fact that I just can't stand Umbridge. She's just such an evil witch, for lack of a better word. In all honesty, I mean, there's a lot of detail and it's great, but I think the reason I honestly don't like it is because I feel like Harry. I feel like Harry in a way when I read this book. It's frustrating when he is trying to convince all these people that Voldemort has returned and nobody believes him. And Umbridge gets under your skin. Dumbledore doesn't talk to Harry. He blows him off, and it's just so frustrating. And that's probably why this is my least favorite. What is your favorite Harry Potter book? My favorite Harry Potter book is where it all started. The Philosopher's Stone, or the Sorcerer's Stone if you're in America, but I like to call it the Philosopher's Stone because that's what J.K. Rowling intended the title to be, so we should leave it at that. It's the Philosopher's Stone. Philosopher's Stone is just so magical. It's where it all began. You get to experience the Wizarding World for the first time. It's how it all started, and you're introduced to this amazing world. I remember the feeling I felt when I first read this book, and it is just actually magical. Magic is real when you read this book. I don't have my original copy with me. It's actually in storage because we just got finished painting this room. I did have this on my bookshelf over here, so I just grabbed that to show you. If you haven't checked out these books, they're absolutely incredible. Jim Kay's illustrations are just, I mean, come on. Does it get any more beautiful than that? I can't wait for Goblet of Fire to come out. It won't come out till fall of 2019, so we have to wait about a year, but when it does, I'll be the first one in line to buy it. Time for a Butterbeer break. Which Deathly Hallows would you choose? For those of you who don't know, there are 3 Deathly Hallows. There is the Elder Wand, the most powerful wand in the world. There is the Resurrection Stone, be able to bring the loved ones back to life. And there is the Invisibility Cloak. I don't think I would choose the Elder Wand because that just seems to get people in a lot of trouble. The Resurrection Stone, something about that freaks me out a little bit. For me, when a loved one passes away, I grieve over it and I'm completely devastated, but I have closure when someone passes away. Once they are gone, I don't think it is right to bring them back after you've had closure. So I'd probably have the Invisibility Cloak. I'm not exactly sure what I would do with the Invisibility Cloak, but I'd probably sneak into a lot of places that you have to pay for. Theme parks, movie theaters, airplanes even. Then I could travel somewhere for free, right? Moving on. If you could meet any member of the Harry Potter cast, who would it be? Oh, that's such a tough question. Okay. So at this point in the video, the clouds decided to keep poking in and out. Therefore, throughout the rest of this video, there's going to be a lot of weird lighting, and I do apologize for that. Okay, honestly, I would love to meet Alan Rickman, but as we know, he has passed away. But if I could meet any of the member, I would probably say either Emma Watson or Tom Felton, to be honest. I'd probably meet Emma Watson. I love her. I think she's fantastic. My favorite Disney princess actually so happens to be Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Emma Watson also played Belle from Beauty and the Beast, so I think that would be pretty cool to meet her. She's played 2 of my favorite characters. Have you ever played any of the Harry Potter video games? Yes. Can we talk about how amazing the original Harry Potter computer game was? I spent so many hours playing that video game after school, on the weekends, countless times. It's actually really sad because my current computer does not support the software of that old game, and I just want to play it so bad. If anyone knows how to have that old CD-ROM play on a newer computer, please leave a comment down below because I would love to know how I could play it again. I also really enjoy the Harry Potter Lego games. They're funny, they're lighthearted, they have the storyline. If you've ever played a Lego video game, you know this. There's a lot of comic relief in between the chapters and levels that you play. If you were on a Quidditch team, what position would you play? You know, I'd like to think of myself as being a chaser, just because that's where a lot of the main action is throwing the quaffle around. I wouldn't be a beater just because, I don't know, I have no upper body strength, so I don't think I'd be able to swing that bludger pretty hard. Not that it needs any help. I would definitely not be a seeker. I have a very short attention span. I would not be able to focus and find the golden snitch. Let's be honest, I probably wouldn't be a chaser. I'd be the biggest, loudest fan in the crowd cheering on for my team. Gryffindor, let's go! Woo! Go, Gryffindor! Go, Gryffindor! As they cheer in the movies. If you could bring one Harry Potter character back to life, who would it be? Oh my gosh. I really hate this question. It's so hard because there's 3 characters I would bring back. I'd want to bring back either Sirius, Dobby, or Fred. The reason I would want to bring Dobby back is just because he was so sweet, he was so innocent, he was so loyal. He was a free elf, but at least he died a free elf, and he died protecting the ones that he loved, the one person he loved most in the entire world, and that's Harry Potter. That pretty much narrows that out. Now it's between Sirius and Fred. Gosh, it's hard because Sirius spent his whole life trapped as a prisoner, not ever free. And then he died. And then we have Fred, who was so young, at the peak of his career, just starting life. Ugh. Okay, I'm just gonna have to pick Fred, only because I cannot imagine a world where George has to live without his brother, and that just makes me so sad. I have brothers, and I know if I did not have one of them, my world would just fall apart and it would never be the same. So, Fred Weasley. Okay, last question. What does the Harry Potter books and movies mean to you? They mean the world to me. I'm actually struggling to find the words to describe how much Harry Potter means to me. I started the series when I was young. I actually did not read a book first. I went and saw the first movie in theaters, and then after I saw it, I needed to know what happened next, so that's when I started reading the books. I've been a huge fan of the series since. I'm talking midnight premieres, midnight book releases, the whole enchilada. I would read the books back to back to back to back to back. And actually, once I graduated high school and started college, I didn't have that much time to read it that much. So I don't want to say that I fell out of love with Harry Potter, but it was hard to find time for Harry Potter. I was still very much a huge fan. However, a couple years ago, I have a history of anxiety and it decided to come back. I looked at an article one night when I was having really bad anxiety, and it told me that it helps to revert back to your childhood when you have anxiety, because that was a simpler time, and do things that you loved as a child, such as watch your favorite movies you loved as a child, color, do arts and crafts. And I remember Harry Potter was such a huge part of my childhood, so I started picking up the books again, and that is what helped me get through that. And like I said, I never really forgot how amazing Harry Potter was, but I was definitely reminded why this magical world was just the highlight of my childhood. It was everything. The magic is real. I needed these books. I needed them in my life. Things were really dark and they didn't feel very good, and the anxiety was running my life. These books helped me bring my Patronus back. And that is why at the end of each video you will hear me say, keep your Patronus strong. Because at the end of the day, happy thoughts and love. That was what J.K. Rowling's message was all about, is love will always win. With that being said, that was the last question. We are done for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. I will be doing another one of these videos later on, so feel free to leave a question down below in the comments if you would like me to answer them. And if you want to be kept up to date on all my latest videos and become a part of the Fantastic family, be sure to subscribe. Until next time, guys, I'm Alexandra, sending you much love and happy thoughts to keep your Patronus strong. Bye, guys. What else to say? Intros are always the hardest part. Stop it, clouds, you're ruining my lighting! Sorry, there's something in my eye. At this rate, I'm gonna have more bloopers than I'm gonna have content. Excuse me! I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. And I'm wearing my Marauders map. Boo.